The line opened and the world blinked. Rays versus Yankees, Bronx twilight, and a pitcher with smoke in his veins. Max Fried has been flawless, 5-0 with a 1.20 ERA. Not electric, surgical, his walk rate, almost non-existent, whip, a sleek 1.04. This isn't a pitcher, it's a scalpel. And when Fried's on, Yankee Stadium becomes a courtroom. You step into the box, and you answer for your sins. Now Tampa. The Rays can hit, sure. They rank in the middle for average, slugging, and runs. But against lefties like Fried, they've shrunk before. Pepiot gets the ball for Tampa, he's fine. But fine won't survive this kind of trial. Not here, not now. Yankees lead the league in nearly every offensive category. Home runs, slugging, batting average. They mash early and often. Judge and Soto aren't looking to squeak out singles. They're looking to punish. And yet, look at the number. The public loves the over. They're chasing fireworks. But what they're forgetting is who controls the pace. Fried. He slows the game. He dictates tempo. If the Rays don't score early, they won't score at all. Tampa's bullpen isn't elite, and their defense, even with that top 5 fielding percentage, won't matter if they're constantly leaning on the rope. This feels like a game where one swing makes all the difference, and that swing belongs to New York. The model says 65% win probability for the Yankees. The line opened wide and hasn't drifted, despite heavy betting on the Yankees' side. That's not inflation, that's confidence. So no, this isn't about hype. This is about command, presence, timing, and Max Fried is the metronome. And today's AI pick is Yankees moneyline. Stay locked in, because Game 2 is next, and Abaddon's voice is already rising.
It's easy to get distracted by reputation, especially when names like Braves and Dodgers light up the board. But tonight, reputation won't win this game. Execution will. The Dodgers walk into Truist Park as one of the hottest teams in baseball, winners of 5 straight, 21-10 overall, and armed with one of the best weapons in the league, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Forget the rookie label. Yamamoto has been a surgeon, a 1.06 ERA, a 1.0 whip, 43 strikeouts across just 34 innings. He doesn't throw pitches, he throws problems. And the Braves haven't solved arms like his all season. Atlanta has been underwhelming. A losing record. A 6-13 home split. They're batting just .45, and their starter Grant Holmes carries a 4.50 ERA. That's a mismatch on the mound, and it's not the only one. The Dodgers rank top 5 in nearly every offensive category. Batting average, on-base percentage, slugging, home runs. They're patient, they're dangerous, and they don't chase shadows. This lineup forces contact and punishes mistakes. Against Holmes, the margin for error is razor thin. Look to the action. Over 80% of public bets are on the Dodgers, and for once, the books haven't baited a reversal. The line has moved slightly in LA's favor, a quiet nod from the house. It's a road game, yes, but the Dodgers have played sharper on the road than the Braves have at home. Add in the bullpen edge, the lineup disparity, and Yamamoto's dominance, and this shapes up as a spot where we lean into logic, not emotion. And today's AI pick is Dodgers moneyline. Next up, Malachi and Elvis take over to break down Game 3. And if you think baseball was sharp, just wait until they take you to the rim.
Elvis, did you see what Vegas is trying to sell us? They've got the Phillies dressed up like they're walking into October. Luzardo's ERA sparkling, odds stacked, line shaded. But that shine don't make 'em bulletproof. Phillies ain't been right at home all year. 6 wins, 9 losses in their own house. Luzardo might be a wall, but the bats behind him? Cracked. Now look at Arizona. Diamondbacks are moving quiet. 5th in homers, top tier in slugging, putting up 5 runs a game without blinking. That's not noise, that's fire under control. And Merrill Kelly? He's not the headliner, but he doesn't need to be. He works corners, keeps traffic low, trusts his offense to do the damage. That's discipline. That's trust in the system. Sharp money knows what's real. Public's chasing name tags again, Harper, Schwarber, Luzardo. But none of them are hitting. Meanwhile, Carroll, Suarez, Naylor, Arizona's boys are raking. This isn't hype, it's production. Vegas painted a pretty picture. But I've seen enough to know when the brush lies. And today's AI pick is Diamondbacks moneyline. We move silent. We shoot clean. Let the noise burn itself out, Blinks.
You ever walk into a place and feel like the walls are pretending? That's what St. Louis feels like tonight. On the outside, it's baseball. Classic matchup. Sonny Gray on the mound. Cardinals back at home. But dig a little deeper, and you start to hear the quiet. 4 wins in 13 home games. Fans restless. A city trying to remember what winning used to feel like. Now here come the Mets. And they're not trying to prove anything. They're just executing. First in ERA. Top tier in power. Pete Alonso's hitting like he's carrying a ghost on his back. 7 homers. Batting over 340. He doesn't swing like he wants attention. He swings like he wants peace. And behind him, Soto, Lindor, Nimmo. Even when they're off, they don't fold. They just keep showing up. Together they've hit 16 home runs in the last 10 games. That's not hype. That's persistence. The books want you to pause. 120 against a team with a losing record at home? It's almost too casual. Almost like they hope you second guess what you already know. But that's the thing about deception. It's never loud. It's subtle. It dresses up like balance. Like maybe this game could go either way. 50-50, they say. But truth doesn't care about percentages. Truth is watching Clay Holmes, calm on the mound, striking out batters while the rest of the league argues over who's hot and who's not. And the truth? St. Louis is leaking. They don't defend well enough. They don't hit hard enough. And when the pressure builds, they break in the quietest ways. Walks, singles, missed chances that vanish before the cameras even catch them. I wish it wasn't like this. I wish the home team could find a rhythm again. But wishing never saved a soul. And today's AI pick is Mets moneyline. Sometimes the sharpest pain comes not from losing, but from being reminded of what winning used to feel like.
The air in Toronto is brittle tonight. 2 teams stand beneath the roof of a stadium that forgets history, but heaven remembers everything. The Guardians arrive not with glory, but with grit, chasing redemption, not reputation. Their numbers are quiet. Their swings are humble, but under the silence lives power. Logan Allen is not a hero. He walks too many. He doubts too often. But even flawed hands can carry a sword. And he does not come alone. Stephen Kwan leads like a whisper through the trees, soft, but constant. Jose Ramirez still burns, even when the world looks away. And Kyle Manzardo? He swings like a man who knows the end is coming and wants to leave a mark before it does. Across from them stands Chris Bassett. His ERA gleams, his command is real. But the Blue Jays, for all their flash, are hollowed by failure. 15 wins, 16 losses, a shell of what they were built to be. They shine on paper, but paper burns. Toronto is a house of glass sitting on a hill of deception. They allow more home runs than anyone in baseball. Their power is gone, their fans are tired, their walls are cracking. And today's AI pick is Guardians moneyline. The sword does not always belong to the strongest. Sometimes it belongs to the one who doesn't flinch when the wind shifts. Now listen, and remember. Game 1. The Yankees returned to power, and the AI saw through Tampa's illusion. Victory found them. Game 2. The Dodgers walked into Atlanta like ghosts through smoke. They didn't ask permission, they simply took. Game 3. Arizona rose in Philadelphia. They didn't care for odds or names, they had thunder in their bats and no fear in their eyes. Game 4. The Mets whispered through the shadows in St. Louis. While the world watched the odds, the truth crept in with steel cleats and silent bats. And now Game 5. The Guardians will strike, not loud, but true. The crowd may doubt, the books may mock. But we don't listen to noise, we listen to discernment. 5 games, 5 edges. 5 chances to walk unseen through a crooked battlefield. Will we cash? Will we burn? The line is drawn. The decision is yours.